Welcome back. Earlier we talked about the promoting and enforcing the scales of education and excellence of learning or learning excellences scales. And we're very delighted to be having with us live over the phone Dr. Ines Ali, the human development expert. Good morning, Dr. Ines.
Good morning.
How are you doing, dear?
I'm doing great, thank you. How about you?
Thank you so much. And we were talking about the scales of learning and the differences of learning. Everyone possesses a talent. Only it is our mission to discover these talents and empower them and enforce them to produce educational excellence. So if you like to define these words.
Actually, it's very important for the early age. Parents should be aware of the skills of their kids. They have to focus more and develop their skills. During school time, teachers also have to be aware of this important skills, because every student has his own way of learning. There is a lot of different ways of learning, and how to make them know better about education, and to make them also love to learn. This is really important. So from early age, they have to focus on the talents of their kids.
Right. Why is education and learning a must for everyone and everybody?
Because without education, we're not going to know anything in life. Plus, every society, when they are already highly educated, they have a very good well-being. They enjoy their life. They are expert in their field. So without education, it's not going to be a life, and no one will learn anything. Because when we think about rules, how we will have rules in our lives? By educating. People will know the rules and the right and wrong and what are they supposed to do in their life. So without education, it will be a mess.
Right. What about the main factors that lead to excellence in the field of learning and cognitive knowledge and development in, whatever measure you study?
Actually, the people have to be to know themselves well by try and error. So if you want to know your talents, try and be passionate about what you are doing. Being ambitious about your dreams, and you're trying to find ways how to achieve it. This is the main aspect of learning. So just know yourself well, then after this find the way and try to learn more skills, ask mentors, ask professors about how they were doing this and how they achieved their goals. So it's really important. First, know yourself well. Second, try to find your passion, work hard to achieve this passion.
Right. Sometimes people judge, or teachers are not qualified enough to judge student scales. I mean, they are judging according to only one scale or a common one. And as we all know, that science says that children learn with different abilities and different levels.
Yes, that's very true.
If you like to elaborate on that phrase.
Exactly, because actually ABC, education, no judgment. Students have different abilities, like what you mentioned right now. Everyone has his own way of learning. So being a patient teacher is very important, to try their hard to teach the students in different ways. And of course, nowadays in international schools, there is a differentiation in classes, which means that high abilities have their own curriculum, middle abilities, they have their own curriculum in same class. So this is really important if we enforce this in education in all. So differentiation is really good, because excellent students, they finish the work so quickly, and they need another extra work. So teachers, when they are aware and trained about education levels and how to make the class harmony and working in the right way, they do add a lot of extra work for the excellent students. And the one that need help, there's somebody beside them, like an assistant or someone trying to make them work a bit harder or a bit faster with this class. So it's really important to implement this skill now. But judgment is very harmful to everyone, only not the students, but also for us. If we judge others, it means that we have something inside us needs to work on it. So no judgments. Try to accept the differences, accept everyone's skills, and it's really important to focus in ourselves, not on others.
Right. In order to acquire the best of each child and provide the best opportunities for education, you're supposed to set a program of learning and education that suits everybody. And what suits one might not suit the other. So what type of vision that could be set for the future to be able to empower everybody's talents, especially with the early beginnings of students?
Actually, in my field, of course, I've been working in schools for 20 years. So what I found really good for the kids is to try to let them in early education, like KG1 and stuff, in the very early years, that learning through activities. It's really important. When you add activities and different activities, it's very good for the students because they get involved in the education itself, not only just ABC on the board and repeating them. So when we get the student involved in education, they will learn and they will study it by heart. No, they're never going to forget it. And this also is very important because you make them use their mind, use their hands, and motor skills, and visual kinetic. So we make them get involved all in education. So if you really want to make the students from early age also to love education, make them get involved and add different type of activities.
Right, different type of activities. I mean, sports activities or learning activities.
Learning activities, playing education through play role. Make them the teachers one day, and just let them tell us how you're going to teach me this. It's very good, and try to increase the skills. And the kids in the early age, by the way, are very creative. 60%, actually 90% of the creativity of all the students in the early age. When they start education in the regular way, I'm not going to mention another word, but in a regular way and in a boring way, the students lose their creativity. So please do your best to increase this skill because they are really creative. They can get a lot of different ideas and ways of education we sometimes learn from the students.
That's true. So what about the best way to enhance characters in general? And the building of a character is very important because it's a foundation for a way of thinking, for a state of mind, for a future vision, to be creative, to give sustainability to this creativity inside the character. So what are the good formula? What is the good formula of building a character from the beginning?
Actually, the character of all human beings is developed till age of 7. So 7 years, 60% of our character is already developed. So in this early age, we have to focus on being responsible. So this is for parents. Try to give the students, give the child a responsibility. Being a responsible is very important from early age because it will work through his life and he will be very responsible when he grows up. Second, time management is really important. Try to make them know what is time, how they use it in the right way, because it builds them to be a focus and assertive when they go for education and when they have their work and their life. A very important aspect also, belonging. Make them learn to belong in the society, how they can do charity work, how they love their country, how they really are appreciating what's in their life and being grateful for the teachers, being grateful for the parents. This is a moral values we have to enhance in our students in early age. Plus, being helpful is very important. When you are helping others, it adds you a value that you are doing something. It increases your self-esteem. Also, parents and teachers, they have to praise their students and their child. Give them a very positive word, give them praise, encourage them to do new things. Just try to let them learn different things. Of course, in activities, if they can, in sport, because teamwork is very important. Also, when we teach the students and a child to be in a team, they are not going to be selfish, and this is very important in the long run. Being humble and kind is very important as well. So the character is the main thing. So we need to work on this in the early age. And a lot of schools, by the way, are adding a character building program for the students, and they are really working on this skills, because we need a student one day to be a leader. How he is going to be a leader? He's going to be a leader by being a responsible and have a good personality and character, plus a good and high education. So this is equal balanced student or balanced human being in all.
Right. There are two other elements that are vital for the development of any character, which is the personality itself. I mean, the cultural background, which is totally different from education, because we have so many educated people with no cultural background.
Yes,
and
that's very true.
that does not add to their value. And we also have the awareness, awareness with the environment, awareness with the happenings, awareness with accepting differences around them, which is very important. I mean, a total package of awareness is very important to any kid.
Yes,
so,
yes, very true. When people are aware of what's going on in the society, for example, COP27, it's really good. The students in my school keep talking about it and how they have to recycle the products and how they can save the environment. So they have to be also engaged with what's going around them and how they will be an effective role in the community. So yeah, awareness is very important, and we, even if not applied in schools, parents should be aware, teach their students how to be knowledgeable. Being knowledgeable is very important in your whole life. So when you have knowledge, when you are going out with some friends or just with people around you, you have something to talk about, something positive to talk about, and instead of gossiping and instead of just criticizing what's going on in life. So knowledge is very important, and awareness is the key of any success.
That's true. So also, how can a student develop on his the rest of the process of education through his acquiring his own personality? Hello?
Yes, I'm here. Students have to know, of course it's going to be hard for the students in the early age to know themselves. But the counselors in schools are they have a very important role, which is to advise them and to guide them how to learn their passion or to know what they really want to be one day, what university they would like to apply, where is their talents, and they direct them to the right path. When the students are aware of this and know himself, now he will study hard, and he will be in love in studying actually, because he knew what he wants to be one day. So by, of course, time management, the students have to learn also the skills to have time management, to be focused on his goal, and try to have a positive friend around him, people that really ambitious and they want to achieve something in life. This package is really important, being in the right path with the right people and know what I want in life. Of course, as I told you, it's not easy. They have to have an advisor, counselor, or the school counselor. They help the students, and of course, parents sometimes they interfere.
Exactly.
And I want to just mention something very important.
Yes.
I kept saying this in ثانوية عامة. Please, parents, do not force your kids for a specific university, because they can just have high marks and high grades and they go for this college and they did not find their passion. They're not going to be enjoying the life in the future.
Exactly.
So please let your kids choose, because when we choose our university, now they are responsible. So being responsible is a key for success. But
Of course,
do not force your kids for a specific university.
Right. On that very optimistic note, Dr. Ines Ali, the human development expert, would like to thank you so much, and you have a good day. We're going to go to a short break and we'll come to continue the breakfast show, so stay with us.